Alright, brawling. You don't know they are back with something banging. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the movement. So, guys, today I have I'm a bit late because I saw the news early this morning, but because I was editing another video to post. But I think this is the biggest drug bust that has ever taken place in Jamaica at the Kingston Wharves. And hey, we have a couple more topics that we're also going to go through, but this is the main one. So, without further ado, we're not going to waste any more time. Let's just get straight into the video.
Coming up tonight, $1 billion drug bust, 3 murders, and a police force in mourning. A major operation at the Kingston container terminal at the facility under virtual lockdown as investigators dig deeper into a cocaine bust estimated at 1 billion Jamaican dollars.
1 billion Jamaican dollar. We're talking about life-changing money right there.
10 people have reportedly been detained, vehicles searched, and the probe is now spreading beyond Kingston as authorities follow a trail of leads. But what exactly were investigators looking for, and who else could be caught in the net? Centon was marked by 3 separate killings on Independence Day. From a
So, guys, like before we even talk about the next topic, like the drug boss, say in like based off a past experience as well. Anytime a drug bust happen is like always somebody in the ring or somebody where they amongst whosoever do this operation is either them not get paid good or some stabbing at the back one. But always somebody sell out somebody when you see them big drug bust happen because drugs always are come through the Kingston terminal, bro. You understand? And this is a big operation with them have a go on. That mean a whole heap of upper echelon people are going involved. Probably some top police and a lot of politicians as well. Don't think a joke.
deadly shooting at the popular White River Rafting Village to a fatal confrontation at Prairie Beach and another gun murder in Tanglewood, detectives are working to piece together what happened. In St. Elizabeth, a family dispute has turned deadly. A 32-year-old man is dead after an alleged confrontation with his brother-in-law, who police say is now on the run. Tonight, the Jamaica Constabulary Force is mourning the loss of Senior Superintendent Polly Pinky Green, a respected officer who served across Era 3. And after weeks of uncertainty, 2 survivors of the deadly Beryllium Garage fire are finally back home in Jamaica following extensive treatment in the United States. Stay with Jamaica Breaking News for the facts, the latest developments, and the updates you won't want to miss. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and click the notification bell to get the latest news. I am Michelle Jones. 10 people held so far in billion-dollar drug bust at Kingston Container Terminal. The Kingston Freeport Terminal Limited was under a virtual lockdown for several hours until late Friday as security forces continued a high-level operation into a major cocaine bust that the police have estimated at approximately 1 billion Jamaican dollars. The operation reportedly began Thursday morning.
1 billion Jamaican, so not United States dollars, a Jamaican dollars, but that's still buku cash. That's a lot of money.
And remain active late Friday as police, the Jamaica Customs Agency, and other members of the security forces restricted movement in and around the port while pursuing leads into the shipment and persons who may have been involved. In a statement last night, the JSF confirmed the operation, noting that it followed investigations into the cocaine seizure early in the week. A source close to the investigation, but who was not authorized to speak, said 10 employees were detained on Friday during the operation and that their personal vehicles were searched while they were placed in handcuffs. It is understood that one employee was detained on Thursday after investigators began probing the movement of a container under surveillance at the facility. The investigation subsequently expanded as authorities sought to determine whether other persons were involved. The authorities had reportedly been monitoring the movement of containers, and the surveillance formed part of the operation that led to the discovery of the cocaine. The investigation was also extended beyond Kingston.
Yo, it's no surveillance, no nothing. I don't know who no can take for idiot, bro. As I said before, it's always somebody not get paid good or somebody stab somebody in the back. The only reason why them drugs operation I get bust because like who not travel chick, a lot of persons are work in the operation and it never just started yesterday or the day before yesterday. It been going on, right? At this the man them like me not understand like how they can find so much drugs down a wharf, down a Kingston wharf so many times upon times upon times and we still not come in place with a system or anything where we can, for basically stop them thing they from happening.
Kingston, with premises in St. Thomas, another parish is reportedly searched as investigators continue to follow leads. On Friday, customs and police personnel reportedly intercepted another container or a trailer being moved out of the port and began examining its contents. The driver was detained, sources said. By 7 p.m. on Friday, the staff car park remained closed and employees were reportedly restricted from moving freely within the facility. A staff member who did not want to be identified said that personnel were also prevented from using their cell phones while the operation was underway. Roads leading into and out of the port were being manned by members of the security forces.
What if there was a song
that I never finished?
Let's finish it.
In middle school, I wrote a song and I
No man. Bro, me I tell you, babes, based off of what me I hear, me I tell you say somebody inform. Somebody inform. Bro, me I tell you, no, some money not get paid good. Something with a run. Probably the man them ask for a raise because the way the man them like the man them lock down, the man them get the information, them lock down the wharf, them lock down all points of entry. So nobody can exit and nobody can enter. You see me? You depend on the wharf, you can't use your phone, you can't use nothing, so you can't coordinate nothing from inside to outside, bro. You see me? So me I tell you, bro, like I don't know that Jamaica is just becoming a joke because it's not the first we are finding a lot of drugs on our ports. A lot of times, bro. And me think by now, Andrew Holness ever come in with a bag of system for that system. Sorry about that, people. I feel like by now him should have a system in place where for counter stuff like this, things like this coming into our ports. You see me? At the end of the day, even though let's just not go there, but yeah, them for have a system for basically counter them thing because like $1 billion drugs ice. I know for them people who see I drive them big vehicle and I make it look like life good. At them thing them a do, bro. And then I can make we know we are fight for our little one charge it, make it look like so we nah do nothing. Yeah, and the whole of the money they have to make. You see me? When at the same time we just nah do what them a do, we rather work hard for feel one, bro. You see me? Yeah. Some of them politician boy and them thing they are them involved, Just wait man, cause we are gonna follow up the story, just watch.
Man killed by brother-in-law in St. Elizabeth dispute. Police have launched a manhunt for a 41-year-old man accused of fatally shooting his brother-in-law in a deadly domestic dispute in Slipe, St. Elizabeth, on Friday afternoon. The deceased has been identified as 32-year-old Kyle Campbell, otherwise called Son, a resident of Slipe District. A highly placed police source said that about 5:30 p.m., the men were involved in an altercation when Campbell allegedly brought a machete into play. Police said the other man reportedly pulled a gun and shot Campbell. The injured Campbell was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead, while his brother-in-law escaped and is on the run. Police said investigations revealed that there was a long-standing dispute between the men over land. The latest incident has
Yo, bro, I'm tired for hear them thing, I'm really tired for hear them thing, bro. No, what me want know is him and him brother-in-law in a dispute about land, like how that come to be. How that come to be that you and a brother-in-law in a dispute about land. More know how. So I hear a woman you go to sign a fella in an argument with people about land when you not even own land. I must that. I must that. I could have owe then. Me no know, bro. Me have to go find out a little bit more about that story, bro.
increased the number of homicides in St. Elizabeth to 21 so far this year. St. Anne police probed 3 separate murders on Independence Day. Detectives in St. Anne were kept busy over the Independence holiday, as murders in the parish inched up to 23 since the start of the year. In the first incident, a man was gunned down at the popular White River village in full view of patrons around 5 p.m. He has been identified as 31-year-old Romardo Hunter, a raftsman of Boscobel, St. Mary, who was standing in the vicinity of the rafting village with a group of men. It's reported that a gunman approached him from behind a concealed area and opened fire, hitting Hunter in the side. Hunter was taken to the St. Anne's Regional Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. In the second incident, police say licensed farmer is to face charges after a fatal shooting at the Prairie Beach on Independence Day. The deceased man is 39-year-old Julia Henry of Columbus Drive at Civil Heights in St. Anne's Bay. It's reported that minutes after 7 p.m., the licensed farmer was on the beach with his family when he got into an argument with a man who brandished a machete. The man attacked the farmer, who pulled his 9mm pistol and fired 3 shots towards the man. He was rushed to hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Hours later in Tanglewood in St. Anne's Bay, detectives were called to another crime scene about 10:45 p.m. The deceased is 25-year-old Damian Thompson of Papaya Close at Mansfield Heights in Ochereas, St. Anne. Residents reported hearing gunshots and alerted the police. The police say Thompson was stabbed with gunshot wounds to the upper body. It is also reported that Thompson was on a curfew order and should have been at home at the time when the shooting took place. JCF mourns passing of SSP Paulette Green. The Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF is mourning the passing of Senior Superintendent of Police SSP Paulette Green, who was attached to the Area 3 Policing Division, which includes Manchester, Clarendon and St. Elizabeth. Acting Commander, Assistant Commissioner of Police ACP Shane McCullough confirmed the death in a message to members of the division on Friday afternoon. It is with a heavy heart that I share the news of the passing of Senior Superintendent Green, affectionately known to all of us as Pinky Green, ACP McCullough said. SSP Green was described as a dedicated officer and a valued member of the Area 3 team, where she served as a strong pillar of support to colleagues and the wider organization. She will be greatly missed, McCullough said, while encouraging members to keep Green's family, loved ones, and fellow officers in their thoughts and prayers. He said further details regarding funeral arrangements will be announced at a later date. Rest in peace, SSP Pinky Green, forever in our hearts and thoughts, McCullough added. Berlin fire survivors return home after U.S. treatment. The 2 remaining survivors from the Berlin Garage fire back in Jamaica after receiving extensive treatment in the United States. The men, Richard McPherson and Fabian Brown, arrived at the Norman Manley International Airport on Friday afternoon.
Have a media buying team? Having troubles with online?
So, I'm Maisha, Fabian's spouse, as most persons by now are aware. I don't know, they say not until you've walked in somebody's shoes before you know what they've been through. And I can say to you that not until you have someone who has been affected severely by burn can you know what that journey is. And I'm thankful, grateful that Fabian is still here with us. Richard is still here with us, but most of all, I'm just really disappointed that we lost 2 lives along the way. But we just have to leave it to God and trust in Him and know that whatever it is, He will show us what really is. But the journey, I must say, it has been rough. It has been hard, but without the support of the crisis support charity, part of it's a Burn Foundation of Jamaica with their crisis support charity arm. Without them, without Wellstar Cobb Hospital and all the burn doctors, nurses, and most of all Trinity Airlines, who brought us there safely, brought us back safely. Without them, the constant checkup from these 3 teams. You're there in the hospital and the nurses ask you every day. It's not just about Fabian and what he's going through, but they asked me as well, and it was overwhelming. But Mr. Stephen Josephs, every day Every week he's calling. He has persons on the phone praying for us. Lisa, the head of the air medic, like she calls. You think that, I'm not talking about Lisa's family, but I just want to say these arms of people, God has truly blessed them, and I encourage Jamaica, corporate Jamaica, support the crisis, support charity, support them, because it's not just and they're no longer victims, they're survivors, but it's not just supporting the survivors, it's not just burn people alone, but overall, if you look at what they have done, they've been doing good. And if it wasn't for them, we would not have been able to leave here and for him to get that thorough care that he needs.
Now we are back in Jamaica.
And now I'm back.
Is he going home or?
No, he can't. The journey is just beginning. People might think, oh, you get burned, you're healed. This is a total different, this is a life-changing experience. People need to understand that when you experience burn and you're recovering, it takes years and your life will never be the same. The sun, something that we take for granted, you can no longer go in that. Your body experiences. I'm there and I'm looking at him and he says to me he's cold, and you cover him up and within a minute he's telling you take it off, I'm hot. That's how it is, and nobody knows. Nobody knows, but I'm telling you, God is good, and I know that the road it continues, but just the same that he has been there for us these 2.5 months, he will continue to be there.
My name is Stephen Josephs, co-founder of the Crisis Support Charity and the Burn Foundation of Jamaica.
Right, my name is Luke Josephs, I'm co-founder of both the Crisis Support Charity and the Burn Foundation of Jamaica.
I know that 2 or 3 persons will have returned to Jamaica today. Just tell me a little bit about that, please.
All right.
Where they were.
Okay. So the first patient was at UCSF in California, and the second patient was at Wellstar Cub in Atlanta. This is one of the most ambitious rescue ever undertaken in the Caribbean in terms of the success. And burn hospitals around the world and university is studying the success of the outcomes. And so in terms of logistics, coordination, patient care. And so we're very happy that we were able to execute this with our team. But first and foremost, I just want to give praises to the Almighty for sparing their life, which is very important. And I want to give praises to the Wellstar Cub Hospital in Atlanta, the UCSF Hospital in California, and also the JAMAICA Burn Center in Augusta, Georgia. Coming back, they were happy because
This is a good look. Really like this. I love this. And things like them away, corporate Jamaica fear invest, like say a lot of Jamaicans I don't know if them not believe in a charity or what, bro. But say that's why Jamaica can't really better, bro. You have a lot of little program where in place, bro, really can help people. But all it want a investment from corporate Jamaica. You want them need people for invest money in a charity them so them can do what them supposed to do. Just like overseas, you have on a regular day a man like Mr. Beast, bro. The man they have put millions in a one charity for a country where him not even come from. Just an example, not saying that person should put millions in charity, but like Jamaican on overall basis, bro, it's like them don't believe in a charity. You see me? And charity did this. Charity saved 2 billion because the person, you remember them, the person them already get burned up in the beryllium fire at them. So them come back from overseas, them treatment now, and them alright, and a charity do that, bro.
let me tell you something. For them to come on that, the first one we took him on a commercial flight, and then the private flight pick up the next one. And let me tell you something. To see these guys going on the aircraft, I just see a witness of miracle before us, because they were really in a bad shape. And if they never leave Jamaica, we all know what that would be like. And so We're grateful to God for sparing these gentlemen life. But I must say thanks to the team, the crisis support team, both locally and internationally. I must say thanks to Trinity Air Ambulance and all who played their part in spearheading this world-class mission that is now being studied by the Burn Center, taking the positive and seeing how they can imply it within their structure.
What is the duration of and the time? How long they stay overseas?
Well, this thing happened from about May the 27th, and today is the first time they're actually putting on clothes. Yeah, so they're now being transferred to the university hospital because all the life-saving treatment has been done, so it's more therapy. So the university hospital will be doing the therapy for these two survivors.
So they are heading to the university?
So they're heading to the university hospital.
How long they will be there?
Well, I mean, the university hospital will evaluate how much therapy that is needed, and then they will determine the time frame.
While we are happy, I know it's a bittersweet type of situation, we would have lost one person. Can you just tell me about that?
Well, condolences goes out to the family. He was actually, this was the first time we have ever gotten a fourth degree, and so it was difficult, but you know, we continue, learn from what happened, and you know, just wish the family our deepest condolences. And for persons to continue to support movements like this, crisis support charity, persons who want to donate or contribute to our mission, www.crisissupportcharity.org, and you can go and make your donation. Whatever you can do to help us continue the mission in helping to save lives.
Finally, what's the family like? What's the feedback from the family?
Well, the family, they are all grateful, a grateful heart. We have gotten some very good feedback from the family, and they're elated just to have back their loved one back to them, you know.
Guys, me not gonna tell no lie. It's a good look. It's a damn good look. For know say them could have be able to fly them out of Jamaica on time and ensure say yeah them get them treatment. Yo, take your face out of man, camera man, who you man charge man. You see it, yo, me really like them thing. Yo, more Jamaicans need to donate to charities, bro. Charities will make sense. More Jamaican need to start donating to charity will make sense because you never know. We might just be the one way it help one day. You understand? And being a person with it, I was a victim of accident once, and may I tell you guys, it's not easy because as I hear the I think it's the wife of one of the burnt survivors speaking, she's saying that his life will never be the same, and it's so true. Like I could show you guys a lot of things that I used to can do, but I can't do it. And I'm not saying that I will never be able to do it again, but it's gonna take a lot of time. And because me never have no help on them thing there for do certain things. Like me have to do them on my yard by my own when it come on to like physical therapy and some stuff. Me never have no money for the physical therapy. I had to do that on my own. You understand? But nevertheless, here I am. I'm walking and talking. So we have to be grateful at the end of the day, right? But I think this is the end of the video, and thank you guys for viewing. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like the contents that I'm bringing to you guys on a daily basis. Okay, we're out.